Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here today. This video is all about how I got into the medical side of aesthetics, how I became a medical esthetician. I am super excited to share this video because I feel like when I was looking at videos on YouTube on how to become a medical esthetician, there wasn't a lot of like super informational videos. I think there's definitely more videos out now, but I remember I was just super confused on how to get into this career path. So I'm excited to make this video for you guys today. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe. I put out new videos every Sunday, and let's get right into it. So first things first, why did I want to become an esthetician? I fell into aesthetics kind of like after thinking I had found my career passion, and then decided to completely switch it up. And it's crazy because I remember starting my first 2 years of college and I was just not loving it and I was not doing well, and my dad was like, why don't you just become an esthetician? And I was like, no, I don't want to be an esthetician. And then I ended up working at Sephora at the end of my college career and fell in love with skincare and beauty, and didn't really know how to apply that into my life. And I ended up working, it's crazy, I ended up graduating and doing broadcast journalism, hating it, and then I decided to come and become an esthetician and go to school and do the whole medical aesthetics thing. So I have a lot of tips here about how to kind of go down the avenue of becoming a medical esthetician. Something I recommend to people who want to get into the more medical side of aesthetics is, before you go to school, try to choose a school that caters to what you specifically want to study within the aesthetics field. So if you want to just like do makeup, wax, do you know, facials and stuff like that, and maybe work in like a day spa, I always recommend people going to, you know, just like your basic aesthetic school that really just focuses on those things. If you want to do more so the medical side of aesthetics, try going to a school that is more medically based within this industry. So while you're in school, you're getting those medical aesthetics trainings, like doing microneedling, maybe doing laser stuff in school, learning about chemical peels and different stuff like that, maybe learning injectables while you're in school. Some schools do offer that, I know some schools don't, but it is easier just going to a school and getting an all-inclusive training versus going to a school that kind of gives you a more basic sense of knowledge within the aesthetics world and going out and getting those extra trainings while you're applying to jobs. It's just easier if you go to a school that has a lot of the treatments that you want to do, you know, in a med spa at school. So it definitely is easier learning all of those treatments that you would perform at a med spa in a school setting, and getting that hands-on experience there. And places are going to be more likely to hire you if you have those advanced certifications. So how did I get into a med spa right out of aesthetic school? So I was really laser focused on the fact that I wanted to be a medical esthetician. And it was really important to me to get a little bit of experience, whether it was through interning or, you know, working as admin or reception or whatever at any med spa I could. So I lucked out. One of my best friends is actually a cosmetic injector, and she worked at a spa that was currently hiring someone to do social media admin type work, and I ended up filling in that position for a temporary amount of time. It really helped me to have that on my resume, just because I was allowed to go to a lot of the trainings that the estheticians were doing, and I also was able to shadow my friend on advanced treatment, and kind of put that on my resume a little bit and show that I had some advanced treatment knowledge. I also was able to learn some of the cosmetic lines that med spa carried that other med spas near me were also carrying, so it was also great for my resume to have that on there. So when I was finishing up my aesthetics hours, shout out to the same friend, my girl Caitlin, always got my back, was on our local esthetician Facebook page. So every state and city should have like an esthetician Facebook page where you guys can just communicate, talk about clients, and post job listings. So my friend had seen the place that I work at now, called Glam Aesthetics, post about them opening a new spa and that they were looking for a medical aesthetics intern. So she's like, girl, hop on this real quick. So I went over immediately, put my resume in there and applied for the intern position at this new upcoming med spa. So I ended up applying and getting the job. And I would also say, for all you baby Esties out there who want to get into the medical aesthetics world, being persistent and showing up and doing, you know, your best every single time is super important. So I applied for the job and did the interview. The interview went really, really well and ended up interning at this new med spa that I work at actually now as a medical esthetician, and just kind of worked my way through the rest of my hours, ended up getting licensed and started working with my team. So what do I do as a new medical esthetician? So I do a lot of different things at my job. I do microneedling, chemical peels, medical facials. I do a little bit of lashes, and I also use our body contour machine. Our body contour machine is really cool. It's called the Vaser Shape. It uses ultrasound energy to help shrink fat cells and help get people snatched. So I do a lot of different things there. Definitely lucked out where I'm working. I work with a really, really great team in a place that is always furthering education, and that is super, super important and should be something that's high on y'all's list. If you do become a medical esthetician or an esthetician in general, you're gonna want to find a place that allows you to really further your education. It's really important for our industry that we're always learning and furthering our education. So I definitely lucked out in finding a place where they really value us advancing our education. So what are my recommendations on how to get into the medical aesthetics side of the industry? So a big thing is to broaden your resume. So whether that's going out and getting those advanced treatment classes, so if your school didn't teach you how to dermaplane or microneedle or do different laser techniques or whatnot and what have you, go out and try to find those certifications if you can. It's really important to at least have like dermaplaning, microneedling, and chemical peels under your belt before you get into the more medical side of the industry. I also think it's really important if you guys can find a place to intern or to do admin work and start there. Just being able to be in a med spa, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot of different lingo and different treatments and different terms that I think med spas use versus day spas. So it's really, really important that you're able to show them that you have that education and you understand different things that are part of the industry. I also think it's super important to network within this industry. There are so many people within this industry and there's so many different ways that you can learn from others. Find those local Facebook pages of where you guys are located. Tap into your local Facebook groups. I'm sure there's different job listings in there as well, different ways that you can network with other estheticians in the area to help you get your name out there and get your foot in the door. Okay, y'all, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to come on here and talk about how I got into this side of the industry, just because I feel like it's so hard to find information sometimes about becoming a medical esthetician. Make sure you guys are following me on social media at the Emma Elyse, and make sure you guys are subscribed for more esthetician content, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.